Hello, everybody. Good evening. Happy Sunday to you all. Hope you guys are having a really good weekend, and I hope your Sunday has been wonderful. Today, or this evening, I guess, we're going to paint some Dark Angels. Shake the paint a little bit. Let's jump in. So, here we go. Space Marine. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Alright, so I'm going to take two colors. Alright, now this is a Heresy era Space Marine. So this will be a little different. Project Legion is something I am doing where you guys, members of the community, basically can sponsor a Marine, and then I will paint that Marine. I'm trying to get one Marine of each Legion is what I'm doing. So we have a Dark Angel. This is actually Crucial Blues Dark Angel that he sponsored. So it's a fun way to just get all of the different Legions painted up, because I have yet to paint a Marine from every Legion. So it sounded like a fun project. So I'm going to be using satin black and some black green. Yeah, I think we have 8 Legions represented so far, and this is, it's the first Legion. It's the first one I've painted, so we're just going slow. Yeah, we're gonna paint these one at a time. Try to enjoy the process with each one, see if we can't figure out some color stuff. Let's see how that works. So this guy is just primed black, so I'm going to put a coat of black paint. I wanted to do as little with the airbrush as possible, so I just primed it with an airbrush. I wanted to see how the brush work would work on these minis, so that's what I'm doing. And these are the new Mark IV Marines. And another interesting thing about this is Heresy era Dark Angels. Normally when you see them painted, they are wearing black armor. I am going to be painting it with black armor, but I have green. This green is going to work its way into the highlights a little bit, and maybe into the base coat of the black, because if you've ever read about Dark Angels from the Heresy era, the way they're described, their armor is such a dark green that it looks black. So I thought it would be fun to have just a little note of green in there. What's up, John Lockridge? How you doing? So, yeah. Maybe it won't make a difference, maybe it will, but get this color here. Ready to get on vacation tomorrow. Heading to Tennessee. Oh, cool. Cool. You want to like Pigeon Forge in Tennessee, or Gatlinburg or something, or just visiting Tennessee? I won't say I'm in Tennessee often, but I do drive through Tennessee to visit my family who lives in Alabama. So, I hate Tennessee roads. I don't know who they had make their work on their interstate, but it has the worst acoustics. The water park resorts. Oh, sweet, like Dollywood. You don't have to keep specifying, but we did go to Dollywood a couple years ago. That was my first time at Dollywood. We went to the water park, and it was a lot of fun. What a great time. That was my son's first water park, and he went nuts. Like, in a good way. That's cool. That's cool, though. So yeah, we're going to paint a little friendly Dark Angel today. you know, hey, Raja, what's up? How have you been? Went to Hobbit Magic pre-release event, had a good time, went 2-1. It's been a good break so far. Oh, good, good. I think that's what Zendrill's been doing all week, or all weekend, and Hobbit pre-release stuff. Long day hosted a big D&D session with 12 people. Holy cow. That's a lot of people to manage, especially for something like D&D. That had to have been exhausting. The Hobbit cards are great. That's good to hear. It seems like Lord of the Rings is really popular with Magic fans when it came out, so glad to hear Hobbit is enjoyed. The release, I might stop by somewhere Friday and grab a box. Nice, very nice. Okay. Oh, was it 12 people at once? Okay. That's still a lot. A lot of people to be in my house, if it were me. Okay, so the first color is in. In a game I found that you backed recently. Oh, what is that? I think I might know what game you're talking about. I saw an advertisement for like a Kickstarter game, but you backed it. What is it? Ascension? Oh, okay. Ascension. I think I remember Ascension being a thing. Wasn't that a Fantasy Flight game? Lord of the Rings have been the best. That's good to hear. That's cool. Glad Lord of the Rings getting some love. Okay. We're gonna give this moment to dry, but I am gonna pull out some we're gonna do some dark silver. And we're gonna grab trim and bolt gun. Now, as far as a 30K color scheme goes, most of the time, let's see. I think the black bolt gun casing looks a little better than the red. As far, yeah, I think black is the way to go. We'll get some red on this mini. I'm also going to check and see if I have transfers for these different minis, these various minis. I have so many Space Marine, just so many transfers in general. I have a whole like tote full of transfers. So I'm going to see what works. Storms borrowed a lot of their mechanics from. Okay, yeah, all right. got like a board and everything, doesn't it? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to keep an eye out for it when it comes into stores and everything. Let's see. Maybe challenge me on there. I haven't opened Star Realms in quite a while, so that's why. Just because I haven't. I have been painting terrain this weekend. Let me show you guys. I've been continuing on the Zone Mortalis terrain. So it's a little, this one's a little sloppy, but I've been getting silver on these pieces. I haven't washed anything down, but I got silver. I did the silver on the cabling, so about half of it has the silver. And there's all the pieces that have these side cablings. I painted those different colors to give them interesting, just a little bit of interest. But all of this I think is going to get an oil wash, all of it. And we'll see if I want to put more grime on everything after that. But I have a lot. I haven't even like measured out how much I have. What do I, hold on. If we're talking like linear feet, let me see, how many linear like feet of stuff do I have for Zone Mortalis? Okay, I have about 2 feet. Yeah. As far as the linear feet worth of terrain for Zone Mortalis, it's 13 feet and 8 inches worth of terrain, including doors and corners and all that. That should be more than enough for a board. Well, like I was saying, I've also been printing terrain. So I posted pictures of some of this stuff. I grabbed some of these things. I love these things. So I printed a couple of these like little hollow tables, you know. Got some stuff in it, but I have a couple of them. This one is definitely Zone Mortalis. It has the wider walls. I hate that it's at an angle like that. This one's a Kill Team board, I'm pretty sure. And it even has the objectives. The dots for objectives and the 2 kill teams. And then this is another one. Looks like it has objectives. Like a different, and the door is knocked down. Look, the door is destroyed on that, and the door on that one. So cool little computerized like hollow deck tables. I have what else? Random computers here. Like computer tables and stuff. So I don't know why. It could be 40k. It could just be a boarding actions game. No idea. So computers. I have this giant machine thing that I don't know what it's for or what it does, but it's a thing. So I got this thing, and then this big like has 3 okay, yeah, sure, all right. I don't know, it looked like a Kill Team game, but maybe it's boarding actions or something. And I have this like plasma generator thing. So yeah, just trying to get like all kinds of scatter for like random themed rooms. I have more terrain I printed. I had a bunch of stuff I printed this weekend. So just trying to get all of the things board. Alright, are we ready? I think we're ready. Clearly a cogitator of some kind. Yeah. Whoa, okay. That notification ended quick. Crucial Blue, how you doing, man? Thank you for the resub. 35 months. Nice. Welcome in, good sir. Yep, yeah. Yep, we are painting a Dark Angel. Shrink the machine. So yeah. What do you do? And just like gets mad, and you're like, I'm sorry, machine. What's up, Garrus Knight? How you doing? This is for Project Legion. Yes. Yep. So this is the first mini I am painting for Project Legion. If you want in on Project Legion and you want to sponsor a Legion, you just you can, if you want like clear written instructions, there is a channel in the Discord server for that you can visit and read up on. But simply put, for the individual models, I'm wanting to paint one Marine from each Legion. And all I ask for is a $5 donation. It helps cover the cost of the box. That's all. But yeah, I'm going to paint one. We have, I think, 8 Legions claimed, if I am not mistaken. I'm up to date here. So 8 Legions are claimed. I have 8 Marines ready to paint. Okay. Other silver details. Should make a. I probably should make a command for it. Yeah. If you're feeling really spicy and you want to see me paint an entire squad of a particular Legion, you can sponsor an entire squad. And you can name everybody in that squad if you so choose. And I have a nice little display idea for the Marines for this part of Project Legion for the individuals. I ended up getting a nice little display case that hangs up on the wall. So, Blue, I did take your idea, but I found a more budget-friendly solution. They should all be named Steve. Yeah, yep. So you guys will get hanged on the wall. Minis will get hanged on the wall. Hung or hanged? Is hanged just when you're executing someone? I don't know. But in a display case, I think it'll be in the war room, in the game room. Be the plan. I have no idea how long a lot of these minis are going to take to paint. It could take forever. It could just be like a simple, 1 hour in and out. How was your guys' weekend? What was everybody up to? Misfit on YouTube. What's going on, Misfit? How you doing? was good. Yeah, yeah. Midterm was a quick study. Oh, good for him. That's good, man. As long as it's fun. If you guys have seen my game streams, see how much I lose on stream. I think I paint this piece silver. Just one little old Space Marine we're painting tonight. Oh, nothing crazy. Yeah, yeah. When he gets you an Armada, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I did play. I played a game of Armada somewhere recently. Zen and I broke out some minis. We played. That was a couple weeks ago. Poor Jeff. Rip Jeff. He got squashed by a tree. That was a good game. That was a good game on Thursday. It was so close too. So, okay, the prints, 99% perfect. There is a 1% that is giving me issues. Did Nightbot grab that? Maybe it did. Yeah, there's so there's one. Oh yeah, Siribot, that's who it was. It was one particular piece. It's like the sheath for the swords. And the pre-supports failed. That was the one thing that failed out of everything. And so I manually supported them and they failed again. I was just like, what? What are you doing here, print? But no, that's it. So I reprinted. I haven't checked it yet. Been doing these little like 1 hour prints. You know, I think, let's see. Okay. Pieces. I think I'll mail everything out on Tuesday. Tomorrow is shaping up to be a pretty busy family day. And my son starts school this week, so I think I will be streaming with him on Tuesday. He is really excited to paint Mandalorians. So we're getting all that started for him. Yeah, school's already starting back, yeah. At least up here it is. Or over here. Down here, however you want to pronounce that. I don't know how to paint the like chest strap pieces. There's some silver, that's silver. Everybody's painting them silver. Okay. Alright, that's what we do. Yeah, looks like Siribot got it. Got the whatever seller bot, so should be good. Yeah, so Monday, we're doing some family things. Tuesday, I'm streaming. I think the Painting Son's gonna join me on stream, just for a little while. If you know how he does things, we'll be in and out painting. Wednesday, I'm not going to stream because it is my son's last day before school starts. So we're gonna do some more family things and kind of soak up the last day of summer. Thursday, I'm back on. So. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this other print turned out. If it's if this other one failed, then I might just kind of take you up on that. I don't know why those things are failing. Let's go Kings Island before they close during the week. Oh, dang, they close during the week? I didn't know that. I guess that kind of makes sense. Okay. I get it first. So look at that. Dark Angel's 90% done, right? Mark IV is nice. It's very sleek and like minimalist as far as power armor goes. The backpack's very simple. It has trim on the shoulders, but it's the very thin line of trim. It's not like anything crazy. So, other thing I want to do, yeah, okay, we'll do this. We can start with, I'll start with black red here. More weekends, they close around a month. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense they're not open every single day of the year. Alright, a little bit of this black red. So you want to add a little bit of a different color on these guys. Something kind of lame about Heresy color schemes. You have Dark Angels that are black with silver trim and the occasional like red accent. Sometimes they have white accents on them too. But then you have Iron Hands who are black with silver and sometimes the occasional red accent. And you have Raven Guard who wear black and then sometimes have the occasional white accent. Did they all steal from the Dark Angels? Probably. Okay. Next, I am going to take some dark neutral gray. It's kind of my standard for the inner joint areas. School's open, they shut down during... Oh, okay, yeah. I guess business-wise, it makes sense. Getting paint all over my fingers. Okay. Get out a new brush here. This little while ago, finally pulling it out here. Winsor Newton Series 7. This is a size 1, which I used to use. This was like my detail brush for a long time. I haven't used a Winsor & Newton, or a new one, in a long time, so... Nice thing when you're painting a mini that has black armor is you don't need to wash anything. It's a time saver. Anybody here getting some ogres for Age of Sigmar? Basically, I think it's the rest of their line is going up for pre-order this coming Saturday. So they're getting their moment. And there's a chance that Games Workshop is doing some kind of preview this weekend. This coming weekend. I think I saw a brief thing Valrak talking about it, but I looked up myself it's one of the... It's like a big tournament. Is that like the UK or something? In Wales, maybe? And they said they're going to have sneak peeks. And it's the 14th through the 16th. So I don't know if they're going to announce new product or if there's something else specifically that they're working on. Okay, some simple things already. You know, I need a That's essentially the base colors on this mini. Very simple. If we start doing highlights, start with the silver. I think we just start with the silver. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab steel. We're going to end up mixing colors for a black highlight, but we shouldn't have to here. Starlit Misfit, welcome in. How are you doing? Happy Sunday. Sleepless? Too warm to sleep. Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. I am tired and kind of dying, but I was exhausted last week and didn't stream. And been really wanting to do a Sunday stream. Things to paint, things to do. My son had a friend over. He stayed the night last night and they were up until like 12:30 or something. I normally stay up pretty late too, but I don't know. When people are up alongside me that late, it's just is worse somehow. Before the line. What's up, Jaded? Yep, we are painting a Dark Angel tonight. That's right. Something I haven't decided, and anyone here who has contributed to the project, I guess I'll take your feedback here under strong consideration. How should I base these minis? Not too much? Contra stream this time? Yeah, no problem at all. I'm doing well. Yeah, this is a good weekend. I am currently exhausted, but I'm having fun painting. I was wanting to chill tonight. So, glad we did this. Part of the same unit for the project or the independent. So there's kind of two parts to this. Last few days in building Votann for something to do. That's cool, Starlight. That's cool though. What have you been building? What else have you been working on? So this mini is for the individuals. So one model for each legion. I do currently have one squad lined up that someone wants me to paint. So forest, snow for space holes. Okay, yeah. I can dig that, yeah. Foresty base, okay. I think that makes good sense. A garbage heap for the space holes, yeah. What's up, Mydro? What's up? Is a little bit of a black wash I need to put on here. Go ahead and do that now. Yes. Also, the second one I paint, do I just go, in order, 1 through 20? Or do I mix it up? Wash on these harness things. I think it make them look a little more interesting. A little more depth. Yeah, the highlights were what really matter for these. You're just painting, just over a black mini. It's not much is going to show up. So what I'm doing for the highlight, I'll show you guys and we can start doing it here. I have satin black is my base color black on these minis. Inspiration should probably have priority. A dice roll? I could do a dice roll. You just roll a d20. Get a d20, cross out the 2 and 11. So the base coat was satin black on this guy. And what I'm doing for a highlight color, I'm going to add black green in. Now I know typically Heresy Dark Angels are just black. Their armor's black. But in the books, it describes their armor as green so dark that it's mistaken as black. So, you know, I could just make it black, but I think doing green highlights, mixing in the green as a highlight, would be really interesting. So that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna see if this shows up. My take on the missing legions, yeah, that's never been something that's like interested me terrible much. If someone wanted me to, I'd be happy to take a swing at it, but probably something with orange. Someone's getting orange armor. Well, showing up super well. It's all right. Let's keep going. It's a little darker, so what we'll make these lines a little thicker. Come back over. Really sharp, brighter line. Green highlights, yeah. Pairs aren't represented. Yeah, there's definitely, especially among the like legions. Yeah, half the legions are either black armor, red armor, white armor. This is also the first Tactical Marine I've painted with this armor type, or this new set. I did paint a couple Marines for a command squad, but they all had all kinds of other crazy stuff. This mini is just pure and simple plastic box. So I have 20 tacticals for my Thousand Suns lined up, ready to go. But they're gonna wait just a little bit longer. Achievement unlocked, yeah. Yeah, the thicker highlight with this color, and then we'll see if we can get something going.
Every core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
I did paint a Dark Angel once as a commission. Someone as a local just wanted me to paint like a veteran sergeant for them. That's fun. Just a fun little project. Just painting one dude. Not showing up a whole lot, is it? Hey, Frankie Fingers. I painted Dark Angel's Light. I did, yeah, I painted one. That was actually for Crucial Blue. Yeah. I was just thinking like the Heresy color scheme, but yeah. I have painted a couple Dark Angels, 40k Dark Angels. Not a total stranger to them. Frankie, how was the weekend? I did finish reading The Lost and the Damned this weekend. Probably could have finished it a week ago, but I was really enjoying it and trying to slow down. I didn't want to finish it. This is really good, though. Really good book. As soon as I get 60,000 more points. Oh, nice, nice. Alright, sweet. Bring it on. Out here. Make some progress on the orcs. Nice. Well, get ready to get a whole bunch more orcs. I think orcs are next Sunday's preview. That's my educated guess. So that means, Frankie, you got about 4 weeks. Turtle carrier, but it's gonna be yeah, hey, that's awesome. Yeah, there's a couple sets being revealed. The Orc Bikers would make sense be revealed, but if I had to guess for a Sunday reveal, I think it's the two of the things that have leaked that haven't been announced. One being Orcs and the other being the Custodes Terminators. Alaris Terminators, is that what the ones? The 30k Terminators. I know there was some, was it like Sons of Bahamut or whatever for Age of Sigmar that's had some kind of leak as well. Brighten that up a lot. After we get this backpack here. Tau Codex maybe this year. Yeah, yep. Yeah, I've also heard that they're one of the first that was going to be popping up for 11th. Why are you booing that out of curiosity? Because you don't want to have to buy the book? Or because more minis coming out that you don't want to buy, or what? What's your reason? Because, I don't know, I think it's fine. Like, I didn't think you played anyway. You want to play, you know. You bought the last... You know what? It's a collector's item. That's all. That's all it is. Enjoy the collector's item for what it's worth. Okay. I think what we do... That's what we do. That's our color, I think. This is 1 part dark neutral gray, 1 part black green. Let's see what it gets us. First game, you're slow grow? Oh, that's right, you are playing. Yeah. You did mention that, didn't you? Dang it. I forgot. I'm sorry. You get to be the new kid on the block with all the cool stuff then. I think it's... Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. You could get the Necron treatment, you know. Necrons were very early on in 10th. Same with Eldar, right? We're in Eldar pretty early. No, Necrons were super early in 10th. And they were kind of busted throughout, so... You know, there is something nice about playing a suboptimal army through the edition. A couple of reasons why it's really nice to get an army that's not good, especially if you actually like the minis from the start, like, and you like the faction, you plan on keeping them. So you have to think about this. First of all, people that rage and sell their armies super cheap. Happens every single codex release, or at least one where the codex is subpar, or considered subpar at first glance by the internet. So, really good way to get cheap minis. Another bonus is, if you're wanting to win, playing an army that's known for being really bad, it means most people won't be thinking about facing that army when they go to a game. Which means that you have the opportunity to take advantage of the ignorance created by people metagaming. So that's a bonus. Another bonus is, when you lose, you have an excuse. Oh man, I'm just not playing a good army. It's alright, I'm just playing to have fun, you know? Don't care if I win or lose. And you're not, not sitting there expecting to win every game, playing the meta thing. Another advantage is when you do win, you get the satisfaction of, I won even with a subpar army. That's an extra nice feeling. And on top of that, your opponents probably appreciate playing against an army that's not optimal too, because people probably get bored playing against the same, meta things every game. So you get to be the cool guy that brings, he brings an army because he likes the army. And your opponents will appreciate it. Seem to release everything strongly nerf into the ground. Yeah, it happens. It happens. It doesn't always happen, but I do think playing an army that gets a codex closer to the release of an edition is probably better for balance, because there's times for things to get adjusted through the edition. So and if there's something you like, right? I mean, I never advocate like just collecting your army based on the rules, but there's something you like, you do have like the full edition to collect it. Whether I know the rules are going to change it, the adjustments and everything will change it as time goes on, but you have an idea what you're working with. Excuse me. I love playing armies that people consider not good. Dump the twin lance so you can get one. Yeah, there you go. See, optimism. 30 infantry to burn through. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a lot more work when you get the second-hand army. I understand. Excuse me, painting family well. Yeah. My son starts school this week. He's back to school at the end of this week, and then painting wife is back to school next week. Yeah, it's been a fantastic summer, though. Okay. Backpack, legs, let's get the torso. We got the arms already. Helmet and shoulder pads. And then we'll use a slightly different gray on the bolter. When does your family start going back to school, Mydro? Is it soon? I mean, I know some places don't start until September, but... And you guys want a piece of Painting Dad lore here? I don't know if I've ever mentioned this on stream before, but the very first time I ever tried to edge highlight a miniature, it was a Raven Guard Space Marine. That's what it was. There you go. Painting lore. Yep. I had bought a box of Tactical Marines that I kind of used as like fodder for other stuff. And yeah, I remember I really wanted to paint a Raven Guard Marine. Yeah, thanks, Jade. Yeah, so I really wanted to paint a Raven Guard Marine because I always thought Raven Guard were really cool. And I had tactical, so I was like, yeah, I'll paint a Tactical Marine as a Raven Guard, which led me to try edge highlighting because black is a weird color to paint. I might still have that mini sitting in a box somewhere. Don't remember. What color? Volumetrically paint. Yeah, you just edge highlight it, yeah. Yeah, it's time consuming, but probably the biggest no fuss thing you can do with them, right, is just do an edge highlight. Alright, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this dark neutral gray, highlight this bolter real quick without the green mixed in. If it shows up any different looking at the mini. Yeah, Frankie Finger is saying he doesn't know how to highlight black is a relief, because he's a much better painter than I am. So you'll just edge highlight the black. I learned it for a painting contest. Oh, cool. All right. You will have to let us know. Tell us about your findings. Yeah. Got some, it says orange red. A lot of silver and a lot of black. I need some warmer gray here. I'm gonna get some warm gray. Mix it in with this this dark neutral gray. And get all this the like ribbing material, the like inner joint areas. And we'll be careful. was doing some cleaning today of my display shelf with my Thousand Suns and allies. Pulling all the minis off, and my son was helping me. I was talking to him about it, and he asked me how many tactical marines I had. My Thousand Suns. And I have a record of like everything in my army to keep track of everything. But I have 75 painted tactical marines for my Thousand Suns. And I have 20 more that are base coated. And ready to paint. It'll hopefully be painted, around this month or next month. My goal for my Thousand Suns is to have 20 of each armor mark for just tactical marines. It's a deep bench, yeah. Yeah, I can almost do 4 squads of 20. I should do an army like that sometime. I should run 4 squads of 20. Something I didn't take advantage of. I doubt Zen did either, so I don't feel bad not doing it, but we played our last Heresy game. We brought Primarchs. And the Primarchs have a rule that if you bring them and you fill out your like 4 first troop choices, which you don't have to fill this out, but if you fill them out with the Primarch in your army, some of them are has to be specific troops. I don't think the Thousand Suns have specific troops. If they do, it's tacticals, but I don't think they're specific. But fill that out. You get they all become prime choices, which you basically get like a free bonus. I'll run Marine Horde. Dude, I love running hordes of Space Marines. It's great. Hordes of Tactical Marines would be really good too. I don't even think it would be bad. Like, it'd just be straight up really good. Okay. Yeah, let's put this brush up. A little more grime onto this bolter in the form of wash here. Okay, yeah. Eventually though, 5 armor marks, 20 of each, it's 100 Marines for just tacticals. I'm almost there with just 3 armor marks will get me to the 95 mark, because I had a bunch of Mark 6 and got a bunch of Mark 2 from Saturnine boxes and stuff, so it was just easy to get there, right? But yeah, I don't even have Mark 3 in that. Mark 3 have been out for a couple years at this point. Do red glowy eyes of these Marines. It's good to know. I could probably fit 200 Marines in a 3,000 point army. I can make that work. Groovy, what's going on, man? How you doing? From Florida. Nice. Vacation? Vacation with the in-laws. Oh yeah, hopefully that's fun. Hope you're having a good time. I'm gonna paint this guy's eye and then I might go look for some transfers. Beach today with hot golf water on my feet. It was like bath water hot. Ugh, that's rough. My parents lived in Florida for a few years, and they lived on the Gulf side. We could do old school here. We'll get the bloodletter glaze. I enjoyed visiting Florida. I mean, I enjoyed visiting my parents in Florida. Yeah, we had a couple times we visited. The pollution was so bad. Like the red tide, like algae and stuff was all over the beaches and in the water, and like you couldn't go to the beaches. Which, you know, parents had a pool, so like grandkids and me, like we were okay. They were in the house, so yeah, so you're at their whim, right? Okay. Anagron clear red. Yeah, red tide is a bad time. There's our start. Good old glaze. You know, let me go see if I can't grab my transfers here. And as a matter of fact, I think what I'll do, I will write down whose transfers I have. Okay, so we have, let's see. We have this nice infantry transfer sheet. They have Imperial Fists, Iron Warriors, Salamanders, Sons of Horus. And there are a bunch of generic markings. It's interesting there's no like tactical Marine symbol on here. You know, they didn't go that route. I definitely have Thousand Sons transfers. So let's keep looking here. I have so many of these infantry transfer sheets. big vehicle ones. Okay. That is that. I have Emperor's Children transfers. Look at that. Alright. Let's write down some Emperor's Children. Okay, I have their transfers. Let's keep going. Don't need you guys. The old infantry transfers. I have this giant one. I think this is the super heavy. Yeah, the super heavy transfer sheet. It's just a giant transfer sheet. 1,000 Leagues of Otan transfers. I got Imperial Guard. Ooh, this is going to be clutch. Alright, I got the Age of Darkness transfer sheet. That has the actual like tactical markings. Wait, no, that's just the sound. What did that must have come in the Saturnine box. That must have been what that was from. Okay, let's keep looking here. Red forward and back arrow for the tactical. I see some of them are white, but the this forward backward symbol is kind of like a lot of different legions use that for their iconography. Okay, 10th edition starter box. That's the infantry sheet. That doesn't help me at all. I guess there's Ultramarines. I guess I have Ultramarines. That's something. We can use 40k transfers for Ultras. I know I had some old Salamanders transfers somewhere. I don't need Salamanders. I already have Salamanders. Yeah, what is up with the Raptors getting all their own transfers? I don't get that. Did they become significant in the lore or something recently? Oh yeah, okay, I have a lot of Imperial, or not Imperial Fists, a lot of Emperor's Children. An old Chaos Space Marine transfer sheet, look at that one. There's a World Eaters, Thousand Sons, Emperor's Children, a Death Guard. Alpha Legion, Night Lords. I could get Night Lords transfers if I needed to. Here's an older Space Marine transfer. It's got white scars on here, and it has Blood Angels, and it has Dark Angels. Oh, cool. All right, so I have Dark Angels transfers. They're old, but I got them. Let's see. White scars. We'll write down Dark Angels just because. That's technically World Eaters. Word Bearers are a book. They are not. on that transfer sheet. Ah, there's the newer Chaos Spade. There's Word Bearers. Oh, did World Eaters have transfers? Raptors from the Raven Guard mutants? Yeah, no, it's like the I don't know, the second founding chapter maybe? Yeah, are they named after the mutants? World Eaters. There we go. Alright, I have World Eaters transfers. Okay, let's... Word Bearers. World Eaters. You know what? And I do have Space Wolf transfers. Or did I just get the Thousand Suns side of these? I bet Killican has Space Wolf transfers. I'll write it down. How many do I have here then? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 16, so I don't have Raven Guard, and I don't have Death Guard. Okay. Something to figure out. Raven Guard and Death Guard transfers. Mentor Legion also uses a raptor symbol. Oh, okay. Yeah. I have so many transfers. I just kind of hold on to them, which I'm kind of happy I did for this stuff, right? Okay. Oh, I should have got that Dark Angels transfer back out. Darn it. Also do the farm. Yeah, packing, box up a spruce pack, just in progress, finished 2 months. Oh, okay, okay. Transfer mountain. Yeah, seriously, I have so many transfers. All this and there's no Raven Guard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's Crimson Fist and Black Templars, but there's no Raven Guard in this old one. Right? Yeah. Huh. Look at the instructions. Transfer. They don't do that anymore. It's just blank page anymore, but they had instructions. Become the Ultramarine. $92 from Epic transfers. That's cool. That's really cool. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of highlights here. I love that we have a thunderstorm coming. Well, it's nothing too serious, but... No, I can hear the thunder in the background. That's all. Alright. So we're gonna do a couple things. First of all, we're doing a foresty base, right? Is that what we said? We're gonna do basing of each mini similar to their home planet. So, a deep dark forest for the Dark Angels. We're going to get out some Russian mud here. Warp forestry. I like this mini a lot. Should my collection... Oh yeah, of course. Of course. Ruby, I wouldn't expect any less. This house for over 14 years now. The thought of packing up everything to move sounds like a nightmare. Electric motors I have? Default to change can be... Oh, weird. Okay. Huh. Okay, let me start with the foresty base for the old Dark Angel. We're going to continue on with the eyes. And then we're going to put some transfers on. Got you. Where are my good tweezers? There they are. All right. Some clean water here. Judge me. There's water out of my own cup. Drinking out of, but you know what? These minis are for me. That's what I call clean water. I will stick with the white back and forth arrow on this guy. Just so his two sides of the shoulder pad match. Hey T-Slayer, what's going on? Nothing much. Yeah, right. We're painting a Dark Angel. The Heresy era Dark Angel. Going to have Crucial Blue's namesake here, so it's all said and done, but we're going to do a foresty base on it thanks to Jaded Valkyrie's suggestion that each Legion member gets a base themed after their home planet. Also do a little bit of scorch marks on the tools, air compressors, Microlux table saw. $60 for a table saw. Dang. This packaged one. Stone, nice. That's cool. Yeah, good find. I don't have many power tools. I'm not much of a power tool user, but I think as I get older, I think I'm coming to the conclusion that it's just not worth to pay other people to do things for me when I can learn how to do it myself. And, you know, pay to buy a tool, fix it, you know, for a fraction of the price it costs to hire somebody to do it, and then have a tool to use maybe for another time. So it's amazing how that works, right? Okay, we ready? We ready to do this? Let's put some transfers on here. Yeah, keep all your fingers in process. Yep. My dad has 3 siblings. He has 2 older brothers. Between his 2 brothers, he's the only one with all 10 fingers. And I remember his sister, my aunt, was married to a man who had 9 fingers. I always remember that as a kid. Like, my dad was the one guy, and like he worked a very physically demanding job. It wasn't like he was, you know, had some office job while his brothers are doing manual labor or something. Like, he was an automotive mechanic. and he did all kinds of construction work in the house and everything when I was a kid. So yeah, I think that's even. We just got an old paper towel here. Absorb that liquid from underneath. We'll get this other one. And right now it's not on there flat, but that's fine. That's what the Mark Fit is for. It corrects it. Hey, Red, what's going on? Or Mr. Ed, that's right, my name is Mr. Ed. That's what it is. What's going on, Red? Red's fine. Well, welcome in. Hope you're having a fine evening. Do you think we're about to close shop here in just a couple minutes, but appreciate you guys. So this mini. This mini is being painted for something that I am calling Project Legion. And that's where I want it here. Project Legion is essentially just kind of a community thing that we're doing. Nearly 4 a.m. Dang, yeah, so it is early for you. Where you guys are sponsoring a mini, choosing your legion to represent, and I paint a legionnaire of that legion. And all I ask is just a little $5 donation. It helps cover the cost of the box, is essentially what happens. Is when all 18 legions are represented, it'll come out to the cost of the tactical box. So, but yeah, we have 8 legions represented so far, and I am painting the first legion, also the first legion in lore, but it's the Dark Angels. We got an old Dark Angels transfer on here, which is really cool, actually. It's a big transfer. But we got Dark Angel. I think one more coat of red on the eyes, I think will be good. But if you want to sponsor a legion, it's just $5 donation. 8 legions are taken at this point. If you want to know the list, it's in Discord under the Project Legion channel, along with like instructions for, you know, what's going on and what it is. So I think by tomorrow, definitely by Tuesday, I'll get to show you guys some more. But this transfer, see where it's all raised up and bumpy and it's not sitting? It will sit because I'm using an actual decal solution. So that'll dissolve the plastic backing. It'll just leave the pigment behind. So we'll have this fully armed and operational Dark Angel ready for a display shelf that's coming in this week. So I'll do a little bit more with the basing as well. So it's going to be kind of like a forest base, like a dark forest. We'll be doing more with that basing. Yeah, that'll be it. That's Legion number 1 going up on the shelf. Then I think I have. Let's see if I can remember off the top of my head. Dark Angels, Emperor's Children, Iron Warriors. What's next? Ugh. I know there's Death Guard, Salamanders, Raven Guard, Alpha Legion, and then one more. World Eaters. Okay, World Eaters. That'll be fun. Painting a World Eater will be a lot of fun. So, yeah, we'll have fun with that. If for some crazy reason you want to actually sponsor an entire squad of minis, you pick the Legion, you pick the squad. We're starting with just like troops, so assaults and tacticals, preferably. I'll paint a squad, and the idea is to like get an idea of like how to batch paint, and yeah, see what kind of time it takes to paint that squad. But that squad will go on display, but then I can take those squads and I can use them. There are rules in Heresy to use multiple legions in one army. It's called Shattered Legions is the actual name of the army type. But as I get like a couple squads here and there, and like maybe eventually get some characters for those legions and stuff, like we can do that, and then we have some more variety on the channel for gaming. You guys get to have like whole squads that are named after you, and get to cheer on your peeps and all that stuff. So should be kind of a fun thing to do. But this guy is in a good place. And I think that's where I call stream for the evening. I will be back on Tuesday. It'll be Tuesday late morning, 11 a.m. Eastern. I'll be painting. Probably having the painting son joining me. So should be a good time. We'll have something fun to paint. He's going to be painting right next to me. He's got Mandalorians for Star Wars Legion to paint. And Wednesday I will not be streaming. Thursday I will be back streaming. Probably painting, I think, is what's going to happen on Thursday. So that'll be the plan. But with that, with all the storms coming in, thunder is pretty crazy. You guys have a wonderful evening. I hope you have a wonderful Monday. And I will see you all on Tuesday. Bye, everybody.